Thank you, thank you. Thank you to all that came through. Wanted to check out my live stream. I appreciate it. Wanted to introduce myself to you. My name is Nazareth. Um, I'm here today to basically let you know what my channel is and who I am and what I'm about, and explain my two friends that are next to me, Anubis. So I wanted people to understand exactly what we're going to be bringing to you guys, because intuitive knowledge is something different. People be asking me exactly, what is that? I don't know exactly what it is. So, okay, let's try to break down what intuitive knowledge is. So, as we look here, we're going to break down what um I mean, me personally, intuitive knowledge to me, intuitive is just a instinctiveness, is just a feeling that you feel, something that you know. I'm very surprised sometimes when I tell some women about it, they be like, "What is that about?" Because I'll be like, "Y'all should know more because y'all are very intuitive." But it's basically a feeling. It's something that as you would say, I was going somewhere and I just felt something, just didn't feel right, so you could say you intuitively felt that, it was like it didn't feel right to you. So, let me let me move differently. Let me get out of this and let me not do things different. Let me be safe, because instinctively what's up. It's just like a conscious reasoning, so you figured, okay, instinctive. I get it. Intuitive. Okay. I can understand that. And then when we look now as knowledge, okay. Now let's look at what knowledge is saying to us. It's talking about a noun. It's talking about facts, information, skills acquired by a person through experience and education. So that's right there, intuitive, instinctive, and then with your experience and your education, it's your knowledge. So you put those together, you should know how to move, or I should say how to act. So then when you then look at it and break it down, intuition is the ability to acquire knowledge without recourse to conscious reasoning. So at the end of the day, you put that together, we understand. I think now you should say, okay, I understand what intuitive knowledge is. Okay, it's just something that is instinctive. It's something that's innate. It's inside. We get it from our ancestors. So that's where I get that from. So, and then by seeing that, this is where we come to. We come to instinctively, without any need for conscious reasoning, intuitive knowledge tend to be approximate. All right. So there we go. So I think right there, that should sum up to everybody what intuitive knowledge is. That's basically what I'm saying to myself. So, okay, I shared that with you. So now you understand what I'm saying. So basically, I'm going to be talking about what I feel is right or wrong. It's wrong. It's just wrong. There's no C, there's no creating this other illusion to make you say, oh, okay, this makes it better now. What you did, you got to hold yourself accountable, right? Period. So, and then I wanted to break down why I have Anubis by my side, because basically, you know, I'm I could say a novice at Kemetic science. So I say that as of I'm learning, I'm putting everything into my body and my soul and my mind, and I'm seeing that, this is basically how I like to carry myself. I've always been giving respect to my ancestors. I mean, since I was young, and then it just felt intuitive to just flow that way. So the reason why I got Anubis as Inpu, you know, Egyptian deity, he was he was like the protector of graves, you know what I'm saying? And he basically ushered the dead into the afterlife. Okay. And so I could consider he controls the as I say, the doors, saying to that. So when I speak and I'm talking, my ancestors are rolling with me because I'm speaking on their behalf. I'm talking about the things that we need to hold ourselves accountable, because they used to hold themselves very accountable and move with honor and have morals. So I think that's what we've been missing as a people, that whole morals, that whole right. We come from great people. So, and also too, what I noticed when I was studying with some brothers, because I have studied more science. I studied with the Rastafaris. I studied. I came up with a 7-day Adventist religion because that was my mother's upbringing. So she put that on me too. So that, I should say, that started me out to all the questions and wanted to figure out what was going on out here. And then I knew I couldn't find those answers there. So I started to search deeper and more and started to get these answers. And, one thing I noticed is that, back in Kemet or Egypt, or, there's another name too, but we won't get into that right now. There's, they had like, they walked a certain way. So I'm just simplifying things for people here. I just, it's a certain way we need to walk. They had like what was it, the 42 Confessions of Ma'at. And it was a certain things that how they held themselves, accountable. So that's what I want to teach people, or bring back, I should say, to be accountable for your actions. Because most of the times you're in that position or you're there is because you put yourself there. You can't blame nobody else. And you got to hold yourself accountable for your action, like cause and reaction, right? That's just how it is. And so, and this is just, like I said, from my experience, things that I went through in my life. And I started to say, okay, and I started to look at things and I said, you know what? It's the character of a man. I got to walk a certain way if I want a certain energy, if I want a certain thing. So that's what I've been putting out. And for years now, it's been working well. I've been meeting a lot of people, a lot of love, a lot of, good heartedness. Nothing bad has been coming my way because of the path that I choose to walk, and it's funny because, like, let me give you a little story. It's like, this is a few years back. I used to work at a restaurant called ESPN Zone. Yeah, that used to be out at 42nd Street. Used to be a waiter there, and then I was still on my path of doing what I'm doing now, just trying to learn me, understand me, so I could love others better. You know what I'm saying? You got to love yourself first. So one thing I don't do, I don't use the N word. I don't do that. That's just something I don't do. My brothers and sisters, that's how I deal with y'all. There's no need to say that word because I don't care what type of spin you put on it. You talking about, oh, we trying to make it more positive. It was created for a negative term. Now I understand, yes, the niggas and, over there we get that. I'm just talking about how we was using the word or how they were using the word, and we thinking that we're gonna change things by saying, oh no, it's more positive. Nah, it was putting a negative on us, and we didn't understand that's not doing anything. Because if I call you my brother, if I call you my sister, I'm not dealing with you like that in that type of mentality. So let me get back to the story because sometimes I could, go on. But I was working there, and I'm at the computer doing my order, and everybody knows that I don't do that. I don't speak that way. And it was two brothers speaking, and one of them was hailing his other brother up, and he said, "Hey, what up, my?" Said it to him, but then he stopped and he turned to me and was like, "Yo, my bad, Red. Yo, no disrespect to you, da da da." And I was like, "Listen, I can't control anybody. You got to do what you got to do. You're your own man. But I respect that. Thank you. I appreciate, even acknowledging that. But the point of that is that I was walking a certain way. He acknowledged that. And that's the type I'm saying. If I want a certain change, I have to be that change, right? I have to be that, yo, I don't do that. So please don't do that. No disrespect. And they respect me on that. And then it passes on. And then after a while, everybody's like, yeah, my brother, my sister. When you do that, it shows a different type of love, a different type of energy. So that's what I'm trying to put out there. Is just a different type of energy we need to put out to each and everybody. So if you walk that way, then people start saying, "Oh, okay, maybe it's not bad to be like this. Maybe saying it's strong. I think it's strong to go against what everybody else is going with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going with the flow like that. I always been that way. Listen, man, let's be real. I'm a black, redhead, freckle Jamaican, I say. Jamaican because my family's from Jamaica, but I was born here. So that's my swing on it. I said Jamaican because I have the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a different type of mentality when it comes to that. But like I was saying though, we gotta walk a certain way. So that's what my channel is trying to bring, and I'm gonna have different type of segments here. One of them is the intuitive knowledge, as we're just I'm talking. I'm gonna have different type of things I'm gonna bring up as of we're gonna talk about to say intuitively, is this right? How do you feel about this? Inside this is not right. It's wrong. And we want to talk about things like that. Then I'm gonna have some other segments like the couch, where I'm sitting down, where I call my local heroes. The people that inspire me to bring me where I'm at, to give me the courage to push forward to do this, and also the criticism and to tell me what I'm doing, how can I be better at what I'm doing, because I love that. So that's one segment called the couch, and then I'm gonna have another one that's called chaotic order. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it says. Chaotic order is about, we're gonna be talking about all this chaos that's going on, and finding some type of order or some type of understanding in this, and why we're getting the way that we're doing. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of things, and I'm gonna have some different sports. I'm trying to just open it up, and I'm not afraid of anybody giving me any suggestions, any type of topics you want to talk about. I'm more than open. You could reach me up at Nazareth, either on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. I have no problem with that. Please definitely subscribe, show your love, you know, because if you show your love to me, then that means you understand what we're trying to do here, and we could make a movement with this. We could talk to people, and if you have something to say and you think it's something that could help people and you want to reach out, I don't mind sharing my platform if you come in with the right energy. It's all about the right energy. Because I was talking to my friend the other day, and it's just like, all right, this might sound crazy. I don't have a problem with guns, okay? Because I feel like it's the character of the person, the mindset of the person that's wielding that gun. Because if something was happening and somebody came in a room with a gun and was doing something, and I had my gun to defend it, and I'm like on that, like, yo, get behind me. Y'all gonna get behind me because y'all know I'm defending it. So it's the character of the man and what you're doing with it. Because, well, at the end of the day, I could take a pen and still do damage with somebody, and hurt and kill somebody. So it's all about mindset, right? So I don't have a problem. So it's about the mind state. That's what I'm trying to say. We have to talk to our people. We have to be like, yo, listen, man, why is it like that? If we're walking a certain way, be the change, right? You want the change, be the change. So, and that's the thing. Now I'm well, you could say I'm winging it today because I just came from work, so I'm a little tired. But I set up this stuff, and I was like, I wanted to reach out to my people and see, you know, if I could get this little message that we're starting off with here, because Thursdays and Fridays, 8 o'clock, we're gonna try to do the live stream and throw up some more content and stuff. This is a one man show right here, so give me my props because I put it together. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. It was a little journey, but how I got here was I didn't want to be here. And when I say I didn't want to be here, I mean like I didn't plan to be here like this and talking to people. I always like to be behind the camera, but for some reason, um, I've been, like I said, on my journey, and I've been looking for signs because I look at signs in everything because I think, like I said, my ancestors speak to me. They're not gonna talk to me like, "Hey, yo, Gary, do that," but they're gonna show me stuff, and if I'm aware of it, then I see it in certain movements and certain ways. So I give an example as of this whole podcast as it gets started. You know, I always been in film. I've been in film for a few years. That was something that I had started off doing. Wanted to be a cameraman, a camera assistant, DP, as they said it, and I enjoyed doing it at the time. But as of me, I like to learn things so I could go do my thing, my, my craft, my what I want to do, spin on it. But I wanted to understand it, so I got into the business, which I suggest these young brothers and sisters out there right now, if you want to get into this type of film business and things like that and want to understand movie, there's a program called the Made in New York program. I got to big up. I am one of a Made in New York. I have done it. I'm Cycle 15. Yeah, that's right. I'm giving applause to that. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the journeys that got me here too. You know what I'm saying? They taught me and brought as a PA and got me in the game, and I met a lot of people. And I had a little detour, but you know what I'm saying? I could say it's been going on for a few years now. They help a lot of people that's been trying to get into industry. So I said, big up to that Made in New York program. Please look that up if you want to get into the film business. Some young people trying to get in there. We need y'all in there. You see what's going on. So like I said, I was doing that, got into that biz, and as I was moving, I always had the camera because I invested. You always need to invest in yourself. If you have any type of dreams, any type of aspirations, you need to invest in yourself. Okay, always 100%, and that's what I always done. I was always one of those people that like to teach myself. Like I taught myself how to code, so I know how to make web designs and do all like that. And yes, I did it myself, taught myself. Because you can learn all of this on the internet. It's just like I said, it's up to you how bad you want something and what you want to do. So that led me into getting into computers more. I already know how to put together, take apart computers. So that was one thing. So I got into camera engineering, understanding that. So I had the camera for a few years. Actually, I had the camera for like over 10 years. Kept it in good condition because I don't know, knew it was gonna come in somehow, some way. But like I said, I'm moving around. I recently got this job, and I'll talk about it because I'm very proud of this job. You know what I'm saying? I help people. I'll put it like that. And I never thought that I would really like it the way that I do, but because it made me realize that, I'm in a position to help people that can't help themselves. I have information. So a lot of people said, "Hey, yo, I like your voice. Your voice is good. It's soothing. So, hey, you know what? Let's see what we could do." So with a lot of criticism, constructive criticism, some people, employees at my job and supervisors, they've been helping me getting better, and I've been getting better. So, but you have to want to get better, right? You can't just say it. You have to put in the effort and work on and take the criticism and not as a slight as of somebody talking bad about you, but really trying to help you. Because trust me, if nobody will help you, they just let you keep on doing what you do and just laugh at you behind your back. So anybody that takes the time to want to help, I think you should take that in consideration as a good thing. So I got into that. But what really caught me is every time I used to leave my house to go to this job, some guy that I do not know in the street would just say to me like, "Yo, man, I like your voice. Protect that voice. Protect that voice." Okay, whatever. Things been going on, but like I said, my ancestors show me things. It's just got to be aware of it. So I'm sitting here. I got my computer that I've been working with. I got my stuff. Oh shoot! You know what's funny? I've been watching a lot of podcasts. I like them. I enjoy them. There's a few people. Not gonna mention them right now, but we'll get to that later. Oh, I will mention one person. I don't care if y'all like it or not. But my brother, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's the GOAT. We already know that. And I tell people like this, yo, just like Shaka Zulu was necessary, yeah, Kevin Samuels was necessary from the Shaka Zulu of things. You know what I'm saying? He had to come in there, lift that shield up, and well, anyway, um, so I started getting into this, and then I said, you know what? I think I could do this because I have something to say. You know what I'm saying? Or for my own journey, or for my own experiences, I think I can help people as of to let them know you're not alone and how you feel out there. I know you feeling like, yo, what can I do? But you got to look at yourself, invest in yourself, and look at yourself and look at your strength. You know what I'm saying? If you have that type of thing of helping people or wanting to talk, then maybe you should get into that. You know what I'm saying? You got to start looking at yourself and look at your strong points and using that to benefit yourself because you never know. Maybe the simple thing as just how your voice sounds or how you look because you have this or that might help somebody or might help you achieve those levels that you need to achieve. But you got to start somewhere. And the first place to start is in yourself, right? Believing in yourself, trusting in yourself. But listen, I gotta be honest with you. You have to have, as I say, people pray to God. You have to have that spiritual energy because all of this wouldn't have come to fruition if I didn't have that spiritual connection that I do to my ancestors, to the divine connection, and that divine connection has brought me here to you guys. So, you know, everybody different. Like I said, I went through different phases and things like that, and sometimes I sit down and I'll be like, what would happen if everything was just stripped away and you was just uh, had to figure it out? Had no Bible, had no nothing, had to just figure out life and what's right, what's wrong. Where would that come from? Intuitive, right? From inside, right? You would sit there and a few of y'all, some people would be like, nah, this is not right. This is this, and y'all would have to build a society and then sit down and make this book to teach people, right? Okay. There's a lot of things you could get from the Bible, but one thing is a lot of love in that. I was one that was against it before because, like I said, I didn't have the understanding or didn't take the time to understand. But I understand where things come from now. And now, where I understand where things come from, it's like, oh, I'm not going to sit here and easily give it to you like that because it's not fair. It's not fair for me to go through the books that I read and the trials and tribulations that I went through to just sit here and just be like, oh, it's like this. All I could do is walk the path and be like, yo, check this door out. It's up to you if you want to open the door and go inside and explore. You know what I'm saying? But I can't just sit there and give you everything like that. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to you either because then you don't put in the hard work and then you truly don't understand. That's why you can't just give your kids everything. Oh, I want to give them what I didn't have. But what you didn't have made you into who you are, as strong as you are. So maybe it's not about giving them what you didn't have as material. Maybe it's giving them the morals and values and stuff that you gave away and you didn't have before. So now maybe that's what you should give them. Hmm. Sometimes I sit and I think when people sit and they be like, oh, the Holy Trinity and this and that. Me personally, my opinion, the Holy Trinity is man, woman, and child. Because if you have a strong king, strong queen with values, morals, respect for each other, and work with each other to bring each other to the next level, then what you're going to create is something that's going to be powerful, right? And the world will be like, it will benefit the world, but if you are a certain type of people or mindset that don't want that type of knowledge to be out there, then you're going to teach separation. You're going to teach that you, woman, could do it without me, and I could do it without you, and let me do this. So the Holy Trinity is broken. So y'all sitting here thinking this and running here and doing this and don't realize that really what the Holy Trinity is that, because it's creation, right? You creating something of the best of you and the best of her together, combined. But now what we have, because if I can't make enough money to do this, then you don't want me this, but you can make your money to do that. Like I said, simplify it for you. You know what I'm saying? I make 42,000 a year. If I make 42,000 a year and I got good credit, I'm working on building. I'm not going to stay at 42,000. Of course, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to do better. But right now, as life dictates, this is what I have to do right now. So I need my other half to come with this, because we got to change how things are. We got to change things. We got to make it different now. So I need you. So if you making another 40, or if you making 60, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you come with that, with mine, and add, and we together, that's a combine, and let's build. Like I said, I ain't trying to stay here. But if you helping me, I'm helping you. You know what I'm saying? But then you got men, if you make a certain amount of money, and the woman look down on the man. So you have to work on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize in the end what you got to do. I was sitting here thinking, because it's like the whole marriage thing. Because one thing, little gem, I don't know if you realize, but in the eyes of the government, there's two yous. There's the natural born you, and there's the government you. That's why when you get all your documents or whatever from the government, you have capital letters, because that's the government you, not the natural born you. So simplify. I'm just telling you this. You could look it up, and then you could go deeper yourself if you're wanting to learn and wanting to grow. But because of that, now you got to think of why marriages is so crazy, because now you've got like I said, the government you, which is considered a corporation, and a female, which is considered a corporation. You got two corporation merging. So now when you got two corporation merging, if y'all don't finalize or do right paperwork and get things together, because companies sometimes split, marriage split. So if that happens, right? If you don't have the right documents, this is where all the problems come in. But yet, I don't want to come to you and talk to you because you feel bad at this and that. Yo, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to split. I would like to keep the company together because it's more profitable. You see what I'm saying? Think about this. Intuitive knowledge now. Think about this. It's more profitable for the two companies to merge and be together instead of to be separate. You can't do it on your own. I can't do it on my own. I need you. You need me. You know what I'm saying? Because it is. So the companies, they split. All right, now there's a big problem in court. But you can have a natural connection with a woman. You get together and y'all could just, it's like y'all didn't have to get paperwork together. Y'all didn't have to do none of that. But it's just instinctive between you and her that you know exactly what this is. Nobody else needs to define it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's between you and what? The divine energy, divine energy, right? So this is what I'm saying. It's like we really need to think about this. We need to read more. I'm a 73 baby, so I feel like I got the best of both worlds. As of, you know what I'm saying, I learned there was no real technology. We used to go out and play with each other. That's how our social skills were a little bit better. That's why we know how to interact with people a little bit better. Now everybody's just on a computer, so it's just like, I'm not knocking it, because without this, you, wherever you at, wouldn't see me or hear my message. So it's all, again, remember, responsibility on how you use things and how you do things. Remember, pen, gun, they both can hurt. They both can kill, all depending how you use it. True, one could live from far, but, they both could do the same damage. But it's all the mindset of the person. So that's where I'm basically coming from. So here I go again, going here and going there. I'm sorry. That's just who I am. I love to speak, and I'm going to go here and there because, like I said, my ancestors are going to take me where they need me to go for the message to get out there. So deal with it. Sorry. Just who I am. So that's what I'm saying. We need to work together now, man. It's like, all of this stuff is out here. I'm seeing it. Everybody talking about, this, men this, and all I'm just saying is, when it comes to relationship, listen, if you're a man and you just want to have sex with a just drop it straight, man. This is what it is. Don't be afraid that if you drop it straight, that you won't get it. That's life. But at least she'll respect that she knows who you are and where you stand, instead of you playing the game like, okay, I'll give you that relationship, but you know you want to mess around. It's like, yo, just stay straight. You might be surprised at what might come in your lap if you just straight up instead of playing a game. Because as a man too, uh, if a woman is telling me this is the type of commitment she wants, and I know that, listen, I can't give you that type of commitment, but all right, your body look good and all like that, so I'm gonna lie to her. It's gonna end up bad. It's gonna end up bad, man. I'm just telling you, it's just gonna end up bad, no matter how you put it. So why play the game? Just be honest, and that's the problem. A man is just straight up. It's not about if I'm gonna get this in at the end of the night. Yo, man and woman gonna connect if things are right. So I don't have to sit there and play that. What I gotta find out is if we're compatible enough to make sure things will work out. So I'm not gonna play the game. If you want more and I'm not capable of giving you that, then I gotta, as much as, ooh, I gotta bounce. You know what I'm saying? I gotta control that, and that as a man you have to do. It's just instinctive. It's just something that you should know. Why play the game? That's where I come from. So I hold everybody accountable. You know what I'm saying? Even a woman, if she wants to do what she got to do, all right, go ahead, do what you got to do. I can't stop you no more. I understand things has changed. Y'all want to be like us, okay? But there's consequences of being like us. We suffer them all the time. I ain't gonna go into that because I ain't no woman. So but I could tell you exactly how a man is thinking, what I'm trying to feel, or what I'm trying to go through, and maybe that could give you some understanding, especially a brother that is on his path. Because you have a lot of brothers that's out there, they're not playing this game. They're really on their path trying to build and do things. It may not look that way. They're sacrificing a lot. Saying not going out, not trying to drink, putting money aside, doing, saying trying to build on other things, trying to learn different skills, crafts, saying a skill. Because after you get past a certain age, it's no longer about what you physically could do. It's about what you mentally capable of, can handle. You know what I'm saying? Can you put things together? We're straying away from that. I remember back in the days, it was like every girl I came across knew how to braid hair. It was like that was our thing. That was a culture thing. That was just like something that was passed down. Now I don't even know. And could cook. Now it's like, I mean, I could cook for myself, so we good. You know what I'm saying? So any woman want to challenge me, or anybody want to challenge me, that's good to go. Let's go. I could do my thing. So my mom showed me what's up. And what was funny, my dad, and that's what's weird too, because like I said, I come from the Jamaican culture, and we don't play as Jamaican men. We don't play. We cook. We throw down. It's like, yeah, my dad, you know what I'm saying, R.I.P., used to do his thing. Everybody used to be like, yo, you got that harmony. Yo, you got this. His thing was the drinks. He used to love to make, like, and I'm not talking about liquor, but yeah. Anyway, that's another thing. But yeah, he used to make some nice punch. I got that too. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was a lot of things. It was different back then too, because like the interactions, I mean, how many parents or mothers are sitting making quiches with their kids or showing them how to do type of stuff like that? Those are type of memories you should have, or whatever, painting with their kid, or whatever, sitting down, not just watching the TV. Because sometimes these televisions is raising your kids. We're not going to get into about fluoride in the toothpaste, and then you have your kids brushing their teeth, and then what you do is sit them down in front of the TV, and then what fluoride does is like, yeah, we don't. That's what I'm trying to say. Do y'all really know what's going on out there? Do y'all? But I know it's scary to understand the truth, but it's worse just living in total darkness and not trying to understand. It's just I don't get that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling, or maybe I'm not making any sense. Maybe I'm just making sense to me. But that's all right. I know I'm not crazy, because I have run into a few brothers and sisters that they feel what I'm saying. And I gravitate to people in some weird ways, but it's because of the fact that I say I'm walking away with an open heart. I'm not trying to do no harm to nobody, but I could cause harm. There's yin and yang. It's a reason yin and yang exists. It's the control. I always say to people, we talk about yin and yang, oh, the good, the bad, they fight. But you know what I focused on, and maybe I'm the weird one. I focused on the lines of the yin and yang because it contained it. That's what I focus on, containing it, because I understand my ferocity. I understand I'm not a perfect being. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still understanding, but I understand my ferocity. I know how I can get when I go down that line, but I'd rather go down that line and focus that rage or that power in something that's righteous than to put it just, out there like my brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, what I don't understand, and maybe I'm going left, right, whatever the case, but what I don't understand, because it just popped in my head, answers to say, hey, I want you to talk about this. What I don't understand is how come we got all these brothers and we don't really like really own much. We got a lot of it's a lot of money out there, but we're not owning nothing like that. Like research centers or like that. Shout out Dr. Umar Johnson. I know what you're doing, brother. Keep up the good work. I don't care what they say about you. At least you're doing something. You're putting that out there. So I give you that. You know what I'm saying? But look at him. How many people supporting that? Like, really? I don't get it sometimes. That's why it makes me say there's something out there that's trying to keep us from coming back and pulling others up. I understand you don't want to just because you worked hard and learning something and just give it out. You want to see that somebody's putting in that work. You want to see that they're putting in that understanding before you give it to it. I mean, that's what it teaches you. You're not just going to give so of course. But there's a lot of brothers, young brothers and sisters out there that I feel like, yo, they could really be, helping out. Maybe it's just me. I'm trying, or I'm working on the word trying. I want to get out my vocabulary because it's more I'm working on putting myself in that position. Maybe this is the beginning of it. I don't know. I'm going with the flow because this is how my ancestors want me to go. And when they take me to the path, I may be afraid, but I'm gonna go. If I'm not afraid, then it's not worth anything. If I'm comfortable, then who likes being comfortable all the time? That gets boring. Who wants to be comfortable every minute? You know what I'm saying? I like comfortability at one point, but then comfortability leads into laziness, man. It's just you just are not doing nothing. So sometimes I do things and they'd be like, oh, why you do that? But I know I put myself in an uncomfortable position because I know that's gonna make me grow. Change this schedule. Oh, I'm getting up early to do this. Yeah, I did that because what was I achieving when I was doing the other? It wasn't really achieving much. I was just being lazy. What? Just to sit around? And what was that getting? How was my pockets getting better? How was I helping the community more? So I started making these little changes. And it's little steps. I tell people, yo, I used to be 240 pounds. And little by little, I got away to weight. And those who know me, they've seen it. And now I'm going to the gym like 4 or 5 days a week. Well, I used to go 6, but with my work schedule changed up, so it's pushing it to 4 or 5. I used to wake up in the morning, go there, but now I'm waking up earlier to go to work. So now what I'm doing is packing my bag, putting my sneakers, putting my stuff in my bag, and after work, which now I should be getting off by like 3 o'clock now, I'll go to the gym and work out for like an hour and a half or whatever. Oh, you're crazy. No, I'm not crazy. This is the work you have to put in if you want to build your mind, body, and soul. You can't sit around and expect that it's just going to happen. Okay. I'm sorry. It's just real. You know what I'm saying? So I can say I've been there. Oh, yeah, I had to change how I eat, had to stop eating certain things because it was, ask yourself a question. Do you eat because things taste good or do you eat to survive? Because if you're trying to survive, then you're going to eat differently. But if you're eating it tastes good, go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? But don't get mad when you're trying to get up those steps or you're trying to do, and you're like, damn, Don't get mad. Like I said, you did it to yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Be proud of it, right? Just be proud of it. So, but I understand everybody got to do, because when my friend used to tell me, yo, let's go to the gym, I was like, yeah, whatever. No, 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 no. At that time, because you do have to be mentally ready to do something. No one else can just come and tell you to do it and you're just going to do it. You have to sit there and say to yourself, I'm ready to do this. And then come on, when you're ready to do it, me or somebody else who's on that same path is not going to judge you. They're going to be there to help you and show you, or give you the advice you need to make you better. But you just got to take that love for yourself and say, I want to do that. You have to say, I love myself enough that I want to see myself better. I want to be around here longer. Maybe this world is so crazy that you're like, nah, I don't know. I know it's stress. I get stressed too. I battle depression too. But when I hit that, I get on my knees and I just meditate and talk to my energy. As I say, meditate. Some say pray. But I reach out to those ancestors that I know that have been through worse struggles than me. There's people in worse situations than I am. So, like I said, my little stuff that I do is just to see that it can help. And like I said, I hope it is helping. I hope that this little talk is just at least making you feel like, you know what? I want to get a podcast and try to talk to and maybe help somebody. Or, you know what? Maybe I can't do that, but maybe I'll go out there and I see somebody outside and do this and do that. We need more of that. We need a lot more of that. And I need my kings to step up. You know what I'm saying? I need my kings to show what we're about. You know what I'm saying? I see how y'all move in the street, and I understand. And I understand why you had to move the way that you moved in the street, because, you know what I'm saying, I did what I had to do. So I understand, but now it's like I'm telling you, man, that you take that energy and focus it on a different path, a different way, you're gonna grow. I'm seeing a lot of people doing it too, so I'm not saying that they're not, but I'm just trying to reach those that feel like they can't do it. They feel like, oh, I don't know where to start. You start with 1 foot. Like when you wake up in the morning, you take that 1 foot and you put it in front of the other, and then you move it. You don't even think of it. It's just like intuitive. You just move, right? And don't think about. Let me ask you a question. It's like in life when you move, sometimes you move and you think about the bad thing or what's worse gonna happen. This gonna happen. But when you walk and run, do you stop and think about, what if I fall? No, you just run. You just going because you're just in the moment. You're into the field. You just feel it. Then when you fall, you hurt yourself, but you deal with it then. And then after dealing with it, you get up, you brush yourself off, you understand why you fell. You understand, maybe I should have run that fast like that. Let me control it. Let me put the boundaries around this energy and control it and focus it into something. See, y'all know what I'm saying is right. Y'all understand what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? You're just afraid to do it, or, not a lot of people are doing it. So if you see one doing it or you see me doing it, then maybe you be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it. I'm going to rock it because, I see this brother rocking it. I see this brother doing it. So I'm going to do it now. So like I said, be that change. If you want that change, you have to be that change. Period. Oh, hold on. I got this. I'm going to try. Yeah. You got to be that change. You got to be that change, man. So that's what I'm trying to bring. This is what I'm trying to bring. And I'm going to, and like I said, life brings me the content. I don't sit here and be like, oh, okay, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'm sitting here and putting some things together, but most things is just intuitive. Most things is speaking. Like I didn't sit here and write some big thing I want to say. I had my key points that I want to hit. And as time goes by, like I said, as I get better, because I'm new to being in front of camera, I'm gonna get things tighter, and more people that's gonna want to support and be a part of this is gonna help out, and you're gonna see things grow. But I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm choosing to do it. I'm making an effort. I'm putting myself in an uncomfortable position. So you're gonna see me grow, and I want you to grow with me. It's intuitive, baby. That's just what it is. All right. So, I wasn't trying to stay on here too long. I want to give y'all guys enough because the first time I went on was pretty like, it was just a spur of the moment type of thing. But now I'm getting things together. I'm gonna be on tomorrow. And this is the thing. I'm getting off work and I'm pushing to get here. So I'm got all these thoughts in my head like, I can't wait to get here to talk to my people and let them know, what's going on. It's just so I need some help, and I'm not afraid to say I need some help. I need people to put some positive energies my way and come through. So that's all I want to say. I thank everybody that took 5 minutes, 10 seconds, 5 seconds just to just see or just look, because I know you'll be back. Why not? There's no BS here. It's just real talk. It's just love here. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel love. You want to feel good. You want to feel positive. Come check me out. Come see the redhead freckled Jamaican boy. Come check out Nazza. I'm on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Working on the TikTok. I ain't gonna front. Not a really TikTok, but you know what I'm saying? You might see me put some things on there. But I'm trying to get out to all my peoples out there. Like I said, also too, anybody wanna like, you got some merch, you got something that you wanna put out there. I don't mind supporting my brothers and sisters, in any way possible. You got something you wanna put up here, I will support it 100% because I want to see you grow. I'm the type that, listen, if I have something you could grow from it, I don't care if you get bigger than me. I don't care. I just want to see my people look good. I just want to see them shine. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable where I'm at. I know my man put me here for a reason, so I'm comfortable. I don't have a problem with that. If I can help, I'll help in any way possible. Even like with my podcast for the couch. Anybody want to have a nice, beautiful couch and want me to sit down on your couch to show it off? Yes, that's right. I said your couch to show it off with my nice, beautiful, local celebrity heroes. Let me know. You could reach me at Nazza Red, like I said, on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. Let me know what you got out there, people. And any topics, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind looking in. I'm going to bring in y'all some stuff, but I don't mind looking into stuff. And if I don't know, I don't mind learning to know about it. That's the whole purpose, right? You don't know everything. Somebody might know something a little bit more than you, but I'm willing to learn. Teach me something. Maybe I could teach you something. Maybe me and you can teach others something, So let's work it out. So anybody, like I said, this is the close-up one, but you know what I'm saying? You see a little bit of the couch. So then when you get a chance, you could come through. So like I said, I like to thank everybody that took the time to sit and say, hey, who's Nazza Red? I hope I explained enough what my channel is going to bring to you. And if I haven't, you could bring it back and read. That's why I left the little slides up a little bit so you could read what it is and understand what intuitive knowledge is bringing to you today. Yeah, I mean, subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what could be better. Constructive criticism is always good. I don't shy away from that. Like I said, nobody's perfect. We strive. That's the whole point. It's the journey. I love the journey. So I want to make sure that everybody understand where I'm coming from. And I hope that I get to see comments. I hope to get to see followers. Pass me off to your friends. I ain't too vulgar. I'm dropping some nice knowledge here. So once again, I'd like to thank everybody that took the time to sit back and listen to Nazza Red production for intuitive knowledge. I'd like to thank my two boys right here. I say two boys. Yo, they brolic. That's why I have them. That's why I'm going to the gym too, to get up to that level. So you know what I'm saying? They here for protection too. I know it's a physical thing too, you know what I'm saying, but it's also a spiritual thing on that same level. So I would say peace, love, stay safe out there, you know what I'm saying? Help those that need help, you know what I'm saying? Um don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to put yourself in an uncomfortable position so you can grow. You know, it's just like water. If you leave water just sitting after a while, it gets all mucky out of nowhere. But if it consistently flows, it's just clear and just beautiful. It's just refreshing. You know, Bruce Lee said that be like water. It forms and molds into anything. So, in the words of Bruce Lee, be like water, be fluent, flow. All right. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Intuitive Knowledge. I will be back here tomorrow. I promise you that you will hear me tomorrow, and then we could talk some more. Hopefully, I could get some replies back, and people could let me know what they think. All right. You guys have a good one, and with that, I will say peace.